my coffee. Frozen again? Hey babe, how's it going? Dude! What the hell are you doing on my couch?
I was watching TV.
How the hell did you get in here?
How'd I get in? Every time you drop your Jeep off and get work done, there's keys on it.
Dude, this is sketchy. I thought we were working on video. Why are you on my couch?
Because you weren't awake. You got to get out of bed to do stuff.
It is only 10:30.
Well, that's why I'm watching TV.
How long have you been here?
The best part of the movie's up. Stop it.
This is weird.
Don't judge me. Why are you always judging me?
All right, let's just go make video. This is getting weird. I gotta put pants on first.
I don't mind that part. Alright, time for another upgrade on our Shop JL. So when we bought it, it was bone stock, obviously, right off the dealer floor. Immediately we hated the steering, so we got a hold of a company, we ordered a steering kit for it. It was much better than stock, but we really just weren't happy with it overall. We had a lot of issues keeping it in alignment. It was robust, we couldn't break it, we tried. I just wasn't happy with it. I didn't like it for a whole lot of reasons, but I'm not into company bashing here, so I'm not even going to say whose it was or what I didn't like. We're just going to say I've dealt with all of the major brands of steering for the JLs, and I've never been happy yet. That being said, I've been bugging Rusty at Rusty's Offroad to get his steering kit out. It's finally here. I couldn't be any happier than what I currently am. With our other kit, if you hit rocks hard enough, it would rotate. The tie rod would rotate because the way the tie rod's bent. Rusty's kits are not bent. They are solid steel bar. So they're not going to rotate out of the way. They're not going to, do any of the current stuff that we've been dealing with. So we got this kit in. A couple of the really cool things I like. His tie rods are huge. They're literally twice as big as the other competitors on the market right now. His diameter here is as big as their tubing on their kits. It's just huge. It ships with this little boot right here. This boot is just a factory style tie rod boot. It's like an accordion style boot. The only downfall to this style boot is that when this tie rod is installed on the knuckle, it'll allow the tie rod to rock back and forth. So what Rusty's does is he sends these cool bushings in a washer. So once you take the accordion boot off, it looks like that. So we take that boot off, we put it on there. Now that tie rod can no longer rotate. It's for a lot better positive feel, a little bit more responsiveness. It's just a great upgrade. To boot on all of this kit retails out the door for $5.99 plus shipping. He is significantly cheaper than the other competitors on the market. I'll guarantee you, very soon, their prices will all match his, or they're just gonna lose more marketplace. So what we're gonna do is we've already took the other brand off. Like I said, I'm not into company bashing. We're not gonna even tell you whose it was. We took it off, we got out of the way. We're not videoing that because I don't want to give them a bad rap. They were nice enough to give us a little bit of a deal on that steering kit, not much, and I really just wasn't happy, but it's not fair to them. We're gonna get this put on there, get our alignment set. I know it's gonna be better. Let's do it.
If you were down, man.
Other cool thing is the Rusty's kit comes with the steering stabilizer mount, so we'll show you how that goes on here in a minute. So again, we've got this tie rod boot. We're gonna take this tie rod boot off, and we're gonna make it look like this tie rod boot. Really, really, really simple. Don't overthink it. Don't make it into a bigger chore than what it needs to be. Come on in here and zoom in on this. It doesn't matter if you happen to deform it or hurt it or anything because you're not using it, so it doesn't matter. You can poke holes in it, I don't really care. There, that's simple. Next, this. The dished cut side goes down. It goes right over top of that. So you see how that works? That's gonna go right over top of this lip here. A little bit straighter, squeeze it on, shim and done. That's simple. I always just throw that back on so nothing falls off. I take and I glue the inside of these tubes with some anti-seize. See that anti-seize in there? I put a liberal amount of it because we live in Michigan. We have a lot of salt. Use our left hand, right hand, so you do not ever have to take this apart to set your alignment or anything of that nature.
Ken, you want it?
I just kind of turn it down for a little ways until I feel like I'm maybe halfway-ish or so. I'm going to take a measurement off the old tie rod just to get me close to the alignment rack. That's probably good enough to start for now. If you want to save yourself some headache when you're doing his tie rods, the nut has little notches on it. And those little notches, there's one on every peak right there. The other end of the tube that it goes to will have a groove in it to signify that these sides go together. Just makes it a little easier not searching which one's left hand, which one's right hand. So it helps. Somewhere in that range. So I'm gonna turn the cameras off for a minute. I'm gonna go measure the old tie rods and get these ones both set up, and we'll go from there. So this steering shock bracket is not included in the steering kit. It's a nice cheap upgrade. For the jails, you only got to drill one hole. It's pretty much just a bolt-on thing. What it does, it moves the steering shock up above the steering system so it's not in harm's way with rocks and everything else. This is the same bracket for a JK. Just got to drill a hole for the jail. We got the new steering on. we're gonna take this thing for a spin and see how much more responsive it feels. With the stock steering, it was super crappy. With the first steering kit on here, it was pretty darn good. It wasn't bad, wasn't real bad. We're hoping this is gonna be light years better. And we're gonna find some decent roads. We just got a major snowstorm, so it might take me a minute to find some decent roads. All right, so I'm gonna say this is night and day different. Because of those spacers he uses on those tie rods instead of using a boot, it really allows the tie rod to really stay on its plane instead of rotating around. So it actually took a lot of play out of the steering wheel. A lot of play. It seems a lot more, I guess I'd say sensitive. Yes, it feels definitely a little more sensitive. So it's kind of nice. The rest of our alignment's in spec. We just got our steering wheel centered. Happy with it, actually. The diameter is what really shocks me, is how big that tie rod system is. I think bang for the buck, not only bang for the buck, period, it is the best tie rod and the strongest tie rod system on the market. Same as his JK. There was another company that put out a silly little video about tie rods fatiguing and failing, but they didn't actually even fail in the video. It's a marketing ploy, and well, how'd that work out for you? So definitely the strongest on the market, the largest diameter other than the aluminum stuff, and very affordable. So if you need a good tie rod kit, I'd check out that Rusty system. Either give us a call or shoot them a call, and we'll get you taken care of.